It was art to have a real good driving whiskey car when it was loaded. You didn't care how it drove when it was empty.
When I got to where I was hauling whiskey, I was about 16 years old, and I wasn't scared of any revenues or anything, but I knew they didn't have a chance to catch me.
You wanted to turn around right here. You would get over as low as you could, and you'd cut it and slam the brakes on, and it would slide sideways, and then while it was sliding sideways, you'd pull it in gear, this lower gear, and take off. It'd just spin on around because the right rear tire is already hot, and it'll just come right on around, turn and go back.
Well, Junior took the time to explain to me how he did that bootleg turn, so I wanted to try it. And if you're gonna drive like Junior Johnson, you gotta dress like Junior Johnson, except I'm gonna be wearing a helmet and a seatbelt. Used to run, I heard you say midnight to 6 o'clock in the morning.
People went to bed at 10 o'clock, everybody's in the bed. If you seen a car, 99% of the time, it was a law.
And would they see you, would they start chasing you right away? Because they figured if 99% of the time there was a law, you were a bootlegger.
Bootlegger, yes, sir.
I was lucky enough to catch a 40 Ford one time when they were loading it. And if the thing had cranked up, the guy would have drove him away before we could have got to him and arrested him. But they were hard to get cranked, and it didn't crank up.
When I'd haul a load of whiskey, I'd come back and hunt them. They didn't have to hunt me, because I wanted to play with them a little bit. The guy's empty, I could get away from, in no time flat.
He hauled a lot of booze. When he was driving the car himself, he was one of the most competitive drivers they had out there.